Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode with your boy iTrack. If you haven't been here before, what we like to do is take a look at all the most interesting and creepy TikToks and kind of evaluate for ourselves whether these are facts or fake. Let me give a big shout out to all the international iTrack fan, man. I've been watching all you guys tap in and I appreciate every single one of you guys. I also been watching everybody inside the US tap in and I appreciate that. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash the like button, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already, and join the iTrack fam. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it.
But what the hell is going on here? We think our president is the most powerful person. That person's not. These guys essentially have a monopoly. Well, how big is BlackRock? $10 trillion. A billionaire to these guys is nothing. We say we have a commander-in-chief, but really the commander-in-chief is Larry Fink today. The guy running BlackRock is really the president of the United States, if we look at the kind of influence he's got in every industry, Joe.
Oh yeah, he's right, because this applies to every category. If you want to know who's at the top, just follow the money.
Declassified CIA document from the 1980s has been uncovered, and it reveals a mind-bending truth. The world around you is an illusion created by your own mind, that there are alternate dimensions waiting for you to access them, and ultimately this information shows you are God. Sound crazy? I've devoted my life to studying consciousness and hidden information, and this is one of the most incredible declassified documents I've ever encountered. The shocking information within reveals a method for accessing other realities and a way to tap into the power of your own consciousness to transcend the limitations of time and space. This is not science fiction. This is a real document, and the secrets it holds are waiting for you to uncover. Now, before we continue, make sure you like and subscribe, because I'll be releasing even more information about this document on my channel in the near future. The document begins by revealing the incredible fact that reality is actually an illusion constructed by your brain and the senses. It explains that the brain is capable of constructing a virtual reality through the process of perception by taking raw sensory data and organizing it into a coherent picture of the world. Think of the brain like a computer that processes programming code to construct a video game world. Well, the document explains that the brain operates in a similar way, but that this process can be transcended or hacked, allowing you to have out-of-body experiences and tap into dimensions beyond space and time. I'll be revealing exactly what this document says about how this works, and by the end of this video you'll have uncovered what's described as a powerful method for breaking out of the confines of your body and the physical world, and you'll have learned the ultimate truth about yourself and all existence. But first, you have to know something about the gateway process. Established in 1974, the Monroe Institute is a mysterious research organization that specializes in the study of altered states of consciousness and human potential by pushing the limits of the human mind. The Monroe Institute developed a training system called the gateway process for altering brain frequencies to a level that induces altered states of consciousness, allowing one to access hidden layers of reality beyond the physical world. This caught the eye of the US military for its potential applications in military and intelligence operations, and in 1978 they ventured into uncharted territories, evaluating the gateway process and its potential applications in the art of war.
I don't know if you've ever heard of the saying, "You are what you think." Well, that document is basically saying, yes, you are what you think. And here's the proof. I definitely want to dig into that more, because obviously that's nothing but gems. Fresh up out the water, and that didn't look like CGI either.
Hey people, did you see this? Rocks falling from the sky in Romania? Yeah, hail, but stones. And it looks like there's more to this than just a freak storm. After this clip, I'll tell you. That was Romania, but they got something else going on there. Mysterious sounds, booms in the sky, something like sonic booms, have been happening in Romania, and they're freaking people out. Of course it's freaking people out. Sonic booms and rocks falling from the sky? What could it mean? Now I'm not saying it's from the Bible's Book of Revelations, but it sure does match up with some of it. I mean, just pause this and read it for yourself. Strange stuff's going on in the world, Booshkies, and not just in the US of A, but everywhere. And people are getting legitimately freaked out. Tell me what you think in my comment section, peeps. Shabadoo, Booshkies, shabadoo.
I'm gonna have to run that back because I'm not absolutely sure those were rocks.
The Book of Thoth of ancient Egypt. The Book of Thoth is said to be one of the most powerful and sacred texts in ancient Egyptian history. It is said to contain secrets beyond human comprehension, and it is said that only those possessing true wisdom and knowledge can unlock its mysteries. According to legend, the Book of Thoth was created by god Thoth himself, known as the god of writing, magic, and wisdom. It is said to be kept in a golden box in the inner sanctuary of the Temple of Horus at Edfu, and only the most highly trained priests are allowed access to it. The Book of Thoth was believed to contain the incantations and incantations needed to communicate with the gods, control the forces of nature, and even achieve immortality. It is said that it is divided into 42 sections, each containing different spells and incantations for different purposes.
Now I know for a fact these are the type of books that just go missing. Was that Casper?
These two scientists, Lee and Kim, supposedly saw this material in a lab in 1999. That's why it's called LK, Lee and Kim 99. And so in 99, they came across this and they could not replicate it and they had no idea how to make it again. And it disappeared and they didn't have the sample again. They then spent the next 20 years of their life. One was a college professor and the other one worked for LG as a battery engineer. And they just had these random, normal, everyday lives. All of a sudden, during COVID, these guys got some funding. They set up a company, they went into a lab, and they rediscovered this material. And apparently, this is the rumor, I don't know if this is real, but they were baking it in an oven in a vacuum sealed tube. And when the guy took it out of the oven, he accidentally bumped into a table and the tube cracked. And when the tube cracked, it did something to the material. And then they measured it and oh my God, it's room temperature superconductor.
That's how it generally happens. They both put their mind to it and it just came to fruition.
That's why
I love seeing forward progression like this, especially when it means everybody's life might get a bit easier.
Cometa, nós vimos um cometa.
que é isso? Olha aí.
Disco voador! É um disco voador! É um disco voador!
Mano.
Cometa, nós vimos um cometa.
que é isso? Olha aí.
Disco voador! É um disco voador! É um disco voador!
Yeah, that definitely was UFO.
And this is an incredibly dangerous stunt in Wyoming. A woman taking a selfie standing right next to a bison in Yellowstone National Park.
You know, before I say anything, let me show y'all something. Things first, she's fine, she's all right, she's good. Guidelines, I don't want no problems. Okay, but like, here's my thing, right? People wouldn't try. Okay, fair. Most people wouldn't try to play Doolittle with a lion, tiger, or bear. Like, most people know better. For some reason, if a walking tank runs on grass, a lot of y'all think that means sweet. Truth is, most predators, like 99%, they don't see humans as legitimate prey. Most of the time, you gotta convince them that you're worth the effort. This man kicked the bear. He's 100% worth it. The problem is the animals that get plotted on by predators treat humans like any other threat, which is why a bison doesn't have to be an avatar to send a child to the clouds. You wanna know what the most dangerous animal in Africa is? Hippos turn hundreds into hashtags a year. Cape buffalo catch so many bodies that folks nicknamed it Black Death and Widowmaker. Sounds about right. And I know y'all ain't forget about that elephant. And zebras legitimately put more zookeepers in the hospital than big cats and bears. You can look that up for yourself. Whole time Marty was a real op, not Alex. But yeah, I guess my whole point is just because an animal's a herbivore don't mean they won't show you God's door. Just because they're a vegan doesn't mean you'll be seen again. And just because they run on grass don't mean they won't body you.
The more you know.
What the is that? What the fuck is that?
Oh, like we're not moving?
Oh, that's just a cloud shaped like a UFO. No biggie.
Like genetic manipulation, where are we on that?
In the lab, there's a technique called CRISPR that can change the mosquito DNA in a way that either the population goes down a lot or it doesn't carry this parasite. And we're talking through with the African countries what sort of tests, trials do we need to do before that gets added to the arsenal. So it'll take a number of years to get all those country approvals, but the potential there to reduce the mosquito population and therefore locally get rid of the disease makes it a very promising addition. Now, malaria is, of course, transmitted by mosquitoes. I brought some here so you could experience this. We'll let those roam around the auditorium a little bit. There. There's no reason only poor people should have the experience. There's no reason only poor people should have the experience.
It's been over a decade.
All right, Bill, what are you up to now? Sounds like you got some insect business going on.
Ojalá no creo que esta cosa no. Come Another one. Ojo, no se por. Tú no se alcanza a ver con el ojo. Estás hablando de 9 kilómetros de distancia.
Estoy intentando y no, nada.
Mira, ve, lo que tu ojo no ve, el molecular te lo enseña. Mira, ya lo caché en la nieve. Debe estar unos 5 kilómetros de distancia, más o menos, o más. Mira, los monitos que se ven ahí. ¿No la nieve? Y si le hacemos zoom aquí, vamos a ver un poquito más cerca, mira. Ahí están. ¿Qué te parece? El potencial de
¿Sabes dónde están? En Misery Hill. ¿Misery qué?
En lo que en la Misery Hill, creo. Sí, casi está en la cima. Casi está ahí en la punta.
I don't think that was fake. I don't think that was CGI either. I think those were giants for sure. I wasn't there. I didn't film it, but from what I saw, yeah.
Hey guys, this is an old Tartarian building. The original purpose of this building was to produce free electricity. Look at this. Unveiled by electricity, June 8th, 1913. Like I said, the original purpose and design of this building was to harness energy from the ether, the same technology that Tesla was using. This building quite literally produced free electricity for the people. And you're gonna see something very interesting on the back of this building. Check this out. You're gonna see a wire that's grounded into the earth, and it goes all the way to the top of this building. Now, this wire was added afterwards, after they burned all the books and suppressed all the information on Tartaria and free energy technology. The wire that is grounded into the earth is taking the energy and the electricity that this thing is producing, and they're putting it into the earth, instead of allowing it to be distributed to the people, which is what it was originally designed for. You can find these buildings all over your hometown. The top of the buildings will have balls. These balls have mercury in them. When mercury spins, it creates a current. This information is coming back to light. We are rising up, and we're going to take back our power. Peace and love.
What if I told you the US military had secret plans to create a weapon that would turn the enemy gay? Would you believe me? In 1994, researchers from the Wright Laboratory in Ohio suggested a project for a non-lethal psychochemical shell that would discharge sex pheromones across the enemy position. The idea was to make soldiers fall in love with each other to distract them from the war. What do you think?
No? You sure? What's this? I don't want to touch too much, but what's that right there? Look at that.
Let me call him.
Look at that.
What it is.
Look. This don't look like a camera to you, man?
We don't put cameras
Sheila?
in the room. No, it don't.
But he said it ain't no camera in there. It looked like one. I hope it ain't. I hope it ain't. Is this part of the fan? What the fuck is that? Is that part of the fan?
Yeah, cameras are being found in hotels more and more, and Airbnbs. I left a link in the description for you to go get your own device that scans the room and lets you see any kind of hidden cameras. Also, a door stopper device that is like foolproof. In this day and age, it's better to be caught with that than without it.
Because it will be fed, whether it be your body image, what you need to change about yourself, how you need to sound, what you need to look like, how you need to dress, who you need to date, what you need to say. You grow into that. If you start early in any game without knowing who you are and being solid in some type of foundation, it's very dangerous for you as an individual. And you have to not be desperate. You have to be willing to say, I'm good, fuck you, and walk away, you know? But if contractually you have no options, that's a living hell, you know? I find it horrific to have to be buying to negative energies. It's unfair, whether you're a male or female. But I would definitely have to say, those in power, you know, that want to abuse it and get off on abusing it, definitely plot on their prey, you know, and you have to be willing to sacrifice anything that you think you might benefit from, a career, etc., and say no, period, and learn how to do it yourself. How did you stay so guarded within your career? This is what I did. I said, no, I'm good, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, so sometimes that doesn't translate as far as what you are allowed to have, what you have access to. You will be blackballed. You will be talked about. You will be shitted on.
I didn't have enough money for an ice cream truck. I mean, every day we were so poor, we only were eating matzah, crackers with butter, and toast with Cairo syrup, and whatever else anybody would donate us, and dented cans from the grocery store for like 4 and 5 cents and stuff like that. And all my friends were going to the ice cream truck every day, and I was like, we're so poor, and they're poor. How can they go to the ice cream truck every day, and we're in the same neighborhood? Where are they getting this money? So one day I said, I'm going to just sell my toys. So I went and got this crate of all my broken toys and whatever I had. I was like, I don't even need toys. And I just went door to door asking for donations for my toys, 5 cents, 10 cents, $1, whatever. And I ended up, having 2 handfuls of money. And I went and got some. I just wanted to get the bazooka bubble gum with the comic strip in it. And I got it, and I said to myself, wow, I just realized something here. There's nobody coming to save me. I'm gonna have to save myself. And once I came to that realization, I knew I was gonna be okay.
I love that so much. I think the one word, the first hallmark of self-defeating behavior is blaming other people for how your life is turning
Yes.
out. So that's number one. And responsibility never means fault. It's just your ability to respond. And it sounds like, how old were you?
I was 7.
Yeah, I like that message. If you want something, get up and go get it. It's plain and simple.
There are hundreds of thousands of miles of tunnel systems on the planet. You can go from New York to Brazil, Buenos Aires, and then Antarctica without ever coming up to the surface for air. And you can do it all at way more than 1,000 miles an hour on magnetic levitation trains, otherwise called maglev. I talked to a military veteran who said, Jim, I'm a war veteran, I'm a military specialist, I don't want to give away more. And he told me a lot of different things, but one thing he told me, he went from Virginia to Los Angeles in 45 minutes. Do the math, 3,000 miles an hour. 45 minutes is 3/4 of an hour. Multiply by 4/3. On 3,000 miles, you get 4,000 miles an hour. Easy napkin math.
Yeah, I saw they were building one of those tunnels in Vegas for Teslas. I gotta pull up a clip on that.
These two right here might be the most powerful combination in music right now. Ice Spice and Taylor Swift. Some of you watching might not know exactly who Ice Spice is, and she is easily the #1 trending artist in the world right now. And you all know Taylor Swift, probably the most popular female artist out there. Well, these two forces joined together and made a music video that has some pretty dark symbolism in it. And that's a big deal because Taylor Swift doesn't show this symbolism too often. She has once before in concerts, and I'm going to show you that in a second. But Ice Spice hasn't even been in the music industry for a year yet, and she has around 8 million followers on Instagram. You can't go on social media without seeing a picture of her. And to be honest with you, I don't even think many people out there can even name a song about her. I'll be honest with you, this girl's really known for her body and her looks. I was watching one of her performances at Rolling Loud, and she was singing and the crowd was just kind of quiet. And then in the middle of the song, she started twerking and the crowd went nuts. So from that point on, she literally was just twerking the whole time and everyone was having the time of their lives. And because she's so new to the industry, we don't see too much symbolism yet because she really hasn't even done much. But now the music videos are starting to come out. Now the Instagram is starting to get poppin'. She's starting to go to all these events. And now we're slowly starting to see all the symbolism that I usually show in my videos. So of course she gets invited to the Met Gala, which is the cream of the crop for all celebrities in the world. And this is her famous pose, covering her eye with a camera. This is her first picture showing the Illuminati symbolism covering one of her eyes. And a post like this for her gets 2.3 million likes. And of course the top comment is, "Did you sell your soul yet?" She also has pictures like this riding a demented looking bull. I mean, the thing is, you know, when an artist is so big like this, and you can tell like it's only been less than a year and she's the most popular artist in the world right now, she's about to be big time. I'm talking Taylor Swift, Beyonce type artist. Usually the symbolism they show isn't just in your face like 666 tatted on their forehead, you know? It's very discreet and it's very well played by them because these music labels know that she is probably worth billions of dollars for them, so they're gonna make sure everything goes according to plan. And the rest of her Instagram is just pictures of her body, and in my opinion that's a whole nother way of selling your soul because you can't go back after you put out that image of yourself. And yes, we're gonna get to the music video, but first I want to show you that Taylor Swift concert I was talking about earlier. So here we see Taylor Swift performing her song Willow that's in her album called Evermore. And I'm gonna give you guys a minute or two to watch it and hear what she says on your own, but you can see the setting kind of like in the dark woods where you see in the movies they do witchcraft and rituals and, you know, suspicious things.
Waiting for the signal, and I'll meet you after time.
So she says, wait for the signal, they'll meet you after. And honestly, I can't really hear what the rest of it is. Maybe if you guys can interpret it, you know, hit me up in the comments, but it's clearly something sinister. This is clearly witchcraft. I mean, they're holding mystical orbs. Is that what they call it? They're all chanting these weird noises and they're moving up and down. Taylor Swift is clearly the leader when she has that big green robe on. You see the smoke and the fog because it's a dark setting, and of course the fire everywhere. If we fast forward the song a little bit, you can see she'll slowly start to make her way in the middle of the stage, and then she has her little witches behind her following her. Skip to where she's directly in the middle, and now her witches slash followers slash dancers gather around her in a circle. And now, do you believe me that this is straight up witchcraft? This is dark. I mean, out of all the things you could possibly do for a song in a concert, you have your dancers worship you in a little circle. And like I say in all my videos, the reason why this is so upsetting and so sad to see is because the cult-like following her fan base brings. All these little children are just obsessed with her, obey her, think this is cool, think this is normal, and we're just straight up watching witchcraft. And I know this is gonna trigger a lot of people watching because everyone loves Taylor Swift, but sorry to tell you that this is dark symbolism. Now we get to the music video that she released with Ice Spice. The song is called Karma. And for those of you that know me, you know I don't like to go too deep into symbolism because I really just don't want to make things to be something they're not. But in this music video, there's one or two things that I think need to be noted. If you disagree, that's fine. Just give me your reasoning in the comments. And the first one of those things is the very first clip of the video where there's a record player with mystical dust kind of evolving from the top. And this set the tone for me because you know it's going to lead to something mystical in the music video, and usually that leads into something dark. And if you watch my video on sound frequencies, you know that the music industry uses frequencies to make your brain feel a certain way. You really can't stop that unless you block the frequencies out of your ear. It really can make your body kind of hypnotized to the music in a way. And I feel like this mystical record player graphic kind of shows that in a way. All right, now let's take a break from this crazy symbolism, as some of you would call it. Let's go to my main issue with this video. And I know some of you are gonna ask, I don't have a problem with this Greek looking statue that she's portrayed in. Honestly, just think it's weird she's doing that. My issue is with the clip right after they show that. It turns to her in like this cave or dungeon, and she's dressed up as the devil with a devil mask on. And they make sure to show you that she is the devil because she takes off her devil mask, and there you see Taylor Swift. And correct me if I'm wrong, yes, we've seen witchcraft, but is this the first time we actually see her connect with the devil and portray the devil himself? I mean, this is just wild. Look at the way the people around her are moving. And let me read you the lyrics that she says on top of this. Addicted to betrayal, you're relevant. You're terrified to look down because if you dare, you'll see the glare of everyone you burn to get there. It's coming back around. You'll see the glare of everyone you burn to get there. It's coming back around. She's saying you'll see the glare of people she burned to get where she's at? Because I'm literally just reading the lyrics. Then the next slide, she's dressed up as this Mary Poppins looking character in a pop-up children's book, and she's just waving and blowing dust to these three Grim Reapers on the other side. You can see the side she's on looks safe, bright, and clear, and then the side they're on is dark, and there's three Grim Reapers, which is also the Angel of Death. Honestly, I have no idea what to make of all this. I am just dying to know what is going through their heads when they're making this. Next, we see a tower of stairs above the clouds, and we see Ice Spice and Taylor Swift meet at the top. To me, this just sounds like they're trying to be portrayed as gods, and this part right here even solidifies it more. They grab these majestic robes, Taylor grabs onto the moon, and Ice Spice grabs onto Saturn. And I looked up god of Saturn, and it says, as the Greek religion became more Romanized, Saturn or Saturnus, often pictured holding a scythe, became more closely associated with the Greek god Cronus, the lord of the universe and the god who devoured his own children. I didn't know if I fully believed that, so I found another definition, and it said Saturn was a god in ancient Roman religion and a character in Roman mythology. He was described as a god of time, generation, dissolution, abundance, wealth, agriculture, periodic renewal, and liberation. I'm sure you all know Saturn is usually directly correlated with the devil. And last but not least, we see Taylor Swift laying down as a mountain and Ice Spice in the clouds like a god. You may not agree with all the symbolism I said in this video, but you have to admit, no matter who you are, even if you're a Taylor Swift fan or Ice Spice fan, this is a lot of symbolism in one video. Comment down below your guys' thoughts.
I kind of like how he took his time and he explained why he felt the way he did. Like, he kind of broke it down. I felt like he, there's some points that might have been reaching, but he did explain why he felt that way. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Well, up you guys, hey, that's another one in the books. If you haven't already, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already, and join the iTrack fam, the most active community on YouTube, and that's just a fact. I appreciate you guys for stopping by and watching another one with me, and I will definitely catch you on the next one.